Hi, and welcome to Termain.dk. My name is Michael Stig Aarbeck, and I'm also the co-author of a book in Danish called Time for Contemplation, written together with Rose Broberg. So this about contemplation. We're at a time where that is needed, and I will get into why in a moment. So a lot of people have asked me this contemplation, what is that, and why do we need to do that, and also what are the skills acquired to be able to contemplate together and individually. So I'll give a short answer to that. So why do we need to contemplate? Well, any organization needs to survive, and also needs to create success. And the time we're at now, we can expect that everything is changing. And what do you do in times of change? You have to be able to contemplate. So that's the short answer. But let's look at what kind of problems you are facing in any organization. There's two types of problems. One is the type of problem that is simple. That means it has a clear answer. And then there's the other type of problem, which is the situation where there is no clear answer, but you have to find the best solution. That's the challenge, to be able to distinguish between these two situations. And any leadership and any team needs to be able to do that. So if we look at this situation where you have a problem and there's a whole range of options, you could say that these are complex issues. And when it comes to complex issues, you need to be able to contemplate. You need to find what I call the best solution. So the answer to the question of why do we need to contemplate? Because we are in an uncertain future. We have that in front of us, and we can expect we'll get more and more complex problems. And we can't just download the old solutions. We need a new thinking to survive and create success in any organization, leadership or team. And as old Albert Einstein said, you can't solve a problem with the same thinking that has created or is maintaining the problem. So we need to think and act wisely. And that calls for the ability to contemplate together and individually. According to the sociologist Anthony Giddens, we are in a time where everything, a transition period actually. And transition to what? And there can be dark versions of the answer to that, and there can be more light versions or beautiful versions. And I like the beautiful one. And also the management guru Steven Covey is also supporting that. He believes that we are approaching the age of wisdom, and I adhere to that. What does that mean? Well, it means that we should not only act clever, being clever, we also need to be wise. And to be wise, with complex issues, we need to be able to contemplate. And so, what do we need to learn to be able to contemplate? Let's look at this model here. I call it the 3 zones in circular leadership. I think that's the model we need to all of us to acquire and be able to work with in an uncertain future. So we have 3 zones. One is the daily action zone. All of us in organizations, we spend most of our time in that. But then we also have the contemplation zone. And we need that zone for dealing with complex issues and sit together as a team. And we all know how difficult it can be to attend a team meeting, and we all enter kind of discussions, and we don't listen to each other, and we're just preparing ourselves to what to say. So we need to learn how to listen to each other and enter dialogue. So that's an issue. Then we also have, we can't only contemplate, we also need to make decisions. So we also have the decision-making zone. So you can see that in any organization in an uncertain future, we need to be able to work circularly like this, and this is what this symbol is showing. So let's look at the three skills you need to acquire. One is the ability to discern and recognize dubious or complex problems. That's the first thing. You need, as a management and as a team, you need to be able to distinguish between these two kind of dilemmas or problems you have in any organization. That is, problems that have a clear answer and problems where there's a whole range of possibilities, and you need to be able to contemplate. So that's the one first skill. The second skill is the ability to actually contemplate together and the ability to look deeply, you could also say, as a group, as a team, and also individually. And thirdly, you need the ability to take daring and you could say concise decisions, and without actually knowing if it's going to work. So you also need to test them and put them into action, and thereby you will have this circular movement. So this was a short introduction to why we need to contemplate and also what are the skills needed. I'll put up more videos on how to actually do it in practice and how to contemplate as a team. And you are also welcome to contact me. So, ciao.